Hey guys, this is Days Gaming, and for my first game on my channel, we will be playing Heaven Will Be Mine. Now, I don't know much about this game. I saw it, thought it looked cool, thought I'd try to play it. So, let's get into it. Okay, so we have pilots to choose from. Obviously, by this title, you can probably tell, like, you're supposed to be taking over the universe. Let's see. I don't know if I should really read these, if I should just go, hey, who looks the best? I might do that, because I'm kind of lazy. Actually, let's look at, yeah, okay, let's go with Saturn. Mercury. Saturn, what are you doing? Notice, bypass override. Okay, so I think what's going on here is they're actually supposed to be a team, maybe? And the character you're choosing is actually taking over. So, oh hey Mercury, not much. Launch attempt block. Base handshake spoof detected. Just hacking the OS root of this ship cell. Trying to stop some brat from hijacking the prototype apparently. Okay. Emergency launch override initiated. Prepared for launch in T-minus 120 seconds. Calm down Mercury, it's just borrowing it. Oh, I'm just borrowing it. So it is, okay. I am not debating, I am trying to save your life. The commander will be furious, and he won't just accept you stealing the cornerstone project from the designated pilot. It's not a big deal. I'll have it back before you know it. This is privileged information, but the designated pilot has to launch right this second to get that machine back to Earth before they get here. This is the worst possible time. It couldn't be worse if you planned it. I should also mention, I don't know the entire basis of the gameplay. When I looked at it, it looked like, I didn't even realize it was going to be text-based, but this might just be like a prologue. If it gets too boring, I might just skip it. Okay, everyone in the system suddenly somehow knows this base's location, and they're heading here now. User launch override block, denied by base. Oh, wow, weird. How did that happen? I don't know, Saturn. How did it happen? User launch override block, denied by base. User launch override block, denied by base. You planned it, didn't you? You forgot an apostrophe. Okay, grammar Nazi. Base override, remote shutdown in 30 seconds. No one can prove anything, especially not the designated pilot unconscious in locker 27. Gosh darn, I chose Saturn. She sounds crazy. Whoops, looks like they're trying to kick me out. Huh. Saturn, I know you're mad, but you can't do this when they catch you. It's going to be so bad you can't. Just please act like you're just pranking them. There's still time. I will beg them. Oh, such a worrywart. You've got hours to evacuate to the capital ship. They'll never engage you this far from base, and I'll be distracting them. I have it all figured out. Except for how you're going to do anything at all to accomplish that with everyone trying to kill you. Base override, remote shutdown in 20 seconds. Saturn. Try to have a little faith. Base override, remote shutdown in 15 seconds. Saturn! Calm down, jeez. It doesn't take a genius to drive one of these things to the moon. Who cares which one of us does it? Or do you think I can't? Look, she forgot an apostrophe. Oh, I can't scroll in this. Okay. Base override, remote shutdown in 10 seconds. That is not the issue. The commander cares, and you know better than anyone what he likes. Base override. Okay, I'm not gonna read that stuff anymore. Ipatus will just have to get used to it, lol. Ew. Saturn, what are you trying to prove? So much, Mercury. But give me a little credit. I have much higher ambitions than just being a bitch. I almost got worried for a sec. LOL. She sounds like such like a troll, like so many characters I'm reminded of. Welcome, assigned pilot, full permissions granted. Saturn, I'm going to die, and it will be your fault. Aw, come on. I'll get this to the moon safe and sound, and let the Severance project be complete. Another apostrophe forgotten twice. I'll be very good, maybe, and do everything I'm supposed to, maybe. I know I'm the second choice, but they'd rather have that than nothing, right? Very generous of me, isn't it? They will not accept that. They will sort of have to, won't they? Okay. If Command didn't want me to steal one, they shouldn't have benched me indefinitely. Once initiated. Let me know when he starts admitting it. Geez, now they're just being needy. Mercury, isn't it just the worst when someone who doesn't care anymore starts clinging just because you found someone new? Okay, so I don't know if Saturn is doing this. What? So gross. No, this is against her, I think. I honestly can't tell. I was only paying attention to the dial. Emergency launches. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Oh, here we go. I can't believe I really did it. I really, really did it. Everyone who said if I was good, I'd get my chance again sure was a liar. I got away, and I've got a ship, and she's all mine. You're beautiful. I want to know everything about you. I miss this so much. Much better than the test machines when I was in the academy. She is beautiful. She's a wicked machine with a lot of secrets, and just as giddy as her pilots to be free. She's extremely responsive, eager to do everything Saturn wants. Even worth the reading manual. What's in your... You're not hiding anything from me, are you? But Saturn already knows everything in the manual, and more. It's a certainly very cagey document that doesn't do the ship justice, and is certainly hiding something. There's plenty of information on how to use her electromagnetic poisons, and how to cheat distance and gravity, and all of that is fun, but none of that tells her first thing about how to be a ship. This is useless. How can this help diagnose anything when they don't know the first thing about being a ship? So wrong. Way too dry. That's not what it's like at all. It's a body that's also a soul. It means exactly what it is. That's why it's small, curved in wicked edges in some places, but curved in soft ways elsewhere. Sharp claws and a deadly tail, but cute enough to hug. This honestly reminds me of, in a weird way, Mewtwo. Just because, like, the whole sci-fi feel, and then the shape of it. Like, if Mewtwo were to be armored, this is what it'd look like. So perfectly suited for Saturn, one has to understand exactly why they wouldn't give it to her. Really perfect, fits better than a human body. That's reason enough to disobey everyone and run off with it, isn't it? Oh, speaking of. Aw, more threatening emails from my Paytas. Missing me already. I gave him a perfectly good deal. For someone who always goes on about mutually beneficial arrangements, he's really having trouble seeing the big picture. In the time it takes for him to realize that, I'm sure I can find something fun to do in this system. Time to test you out and see if it's really true. Can you give me everything I want? Down to the last drop. Okay. It's January 1st, 1980, and the long and cold war where humanity united against its nemesis, an existential threat from beyond the stars, has been over for a long time. Since the 50s, we have been fighting a war against an existential threat that we cannot understand, cannot perceive, and is powerless against the technology of Earth. This is a pretty stupid sort of war to fight, isn't it? When there's enough mess down here to worry about, humanity is already the undisputed authority of reality, and we have the physics to prove it. It's time to return to Earth, our home, the seat of the universe. Before Earth takes us back in pieces, let's go home with grace. On the first anniversary of the decommissioning of the International Space Program, we, Memorial Foundation Natives, fear existential safety, in the agreement with our home planet's unanimous decision declare there is no future for humanity in space. Let's come home. The Return Resolution Memorial Foundation Natives fear. Okay, so they're in space, but they don't want to be in space. 1981. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It's been 1 year since we declared independence from the Memorial Foundation and the rest of Earth. The Cold War is officially over, and it feels so light, without their gravity weighing us down. How can a tiny handful of colonies, terraformers, and school hold out against the full authority of Earth? because that shit doesn't fly past escape velocity. To power the ship selves, we made to fight the Cold War. We made tidal resonators to bring the gravity necessary for humans and culture to survive in space. And that gravity is ours now, enough to make a new world, free from the weight of Earth. If Memorial Foundation wants to kill the future, they'll have to come and take it from us. We're thankful for our cradle's graces. We are not coming back. Okay. Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces have been having fun for a little over a year, and nothing is breaking the stalemate. Earth is getting impatient. They have a good reason to believe that the existential threat posed by divided humanity in space is much greater than any theoretical I don't know how to say that. Malevolent, there you go, entity outside the native sphere. While the kids are fighting, Earth is getting ready to list the humans remaining in space as a part of an existential threat, and when they do, they'll send real weapons and end this war fought with plastic toys. Their justification? We are technically less than 100% human, just not human enough to be something else. It's hard to believe they're really onto us. It's time to make a drastic move. Bring our final piece, the prototype ship self-string of pearls we made in the atmosphere of planet Kronos, which will never be Saturn, to the lunar gravity well, where Memorial Foundation and Cradle's Graces are already headed. Whoever controls that place controls humans' access to space. We can be sure everything will be in place there. That kind of rhymed. Earth or space, we're just short of 100% human. So let's see how much less than 100% we can get. They are vicious, aren't they? Day 1. Okay. Cool. Ooh, okay. So, welcome to Heaven Will Be Mine, finally. Into some gameplay, it looks like. Okay, let's see what we got here. Saturn return. In the strange gravity of the abandoned Daphnis lab, Saturn lies in wait for looming threat of Pluto's mysterious ship. But what are they after? And will they get it? Joyride Killjoy. Weaving in and out of the 6 planets rings, Memorial Foundation ace Luna Terra plays cat and mouse with the renegade ship Eve Saturn. Okay, so I'm assuming I get to choose. Okay, mission select. Duh. Actually, let's look at this other stuff. Subject here, apparent promotion. Celestial Mechanics Division Lead, Authorist. I just realized that's probably not an I, but I feel like the name should be capitalized. That might be Lapidus. Ipidus. I've been saying Ipidus, so, you know. Subject, choose ending effective immediately. Native Spear Mass Communication, Memorial Foundation. Okay. Oh. If you want to read these, you can pause, because this game has so much reading that I did not realize. Okay, comms. Oh. So this is Mercury, and we're talking, okay. Boy in space, on purpose, consummate Burge Bunny, not responsible for Saturn. Don't talk to me. You literally messaged me first, you nerd. OMG. Harpy. Come on, BB, I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up to you? I hate her texting. Oh my goodness. Give back the ship. Come on, I'm obviously not doing that. Please, I'm begging you. Listen to reason. You have so much left to live for. Oh, Mercury, come on. We both know that's not true. What do you want from me? A list of girls who will shoot me out of orbit? God. Anyways, don't be a crybaby. I'm fine. Saturn, you're extremely wrong if you think that there is a chance I'm at all worried about you. If you come back, all will be forgiven, but you need to bring it back. Mercury, it's fun playing, but I don't think you've been listening at all. Mercury, it's not that ship anymore, it's me. Mercury, you wouldn't ask me to give up my own self, would you? I'm sailing on a ship of myself now, and I'm not giving it up until gravity drags me back, kicking and screaming. I can't deal with you. Aw, thank you, baby. That's so cringy. I hate, like, it's a chooser, so... Insufferable horror creature, forward all complaints to Mercury. You're a nightmare, and I'm giving you up, trying to save you from yourself. I love you. I hate you so much. You can't stay mad at me. I can't, and it's horrible, but my revenge will come because literally everyone else in the universe can. Oh, darn. Guess I should have fun while it lasts. Saturn, if you defect, I cannot protect you. Lapidus is furious, and he's going to come personally for you if you don't come back. I told you I'd do all the missions. What don't you believe me? What don't you believe me? That's weird. Obviously not. Hello, fair. Okay, let me ask this. Do you think I'd give up on the Aversion project? Go on. So it is Ipidus. That's a weird name. Ipidus wanted us to fight for a new self, beyond a ship self, but not even get a taste until the end? Screw that. My house now. Tell me which of the two of us you trust less, Mercury. Ooh, okay. Channel closed. So, now we can go to mission select. Let's see. Let's do this one. Sounds like fun. Please tell me how long you're going to be engaged in this. May I stress again, incredibly dangerous giant waste of time? Until he starts sending someone interesting after me, Mercury. The whole fleet would be after you if you hadn't damaged the entire launch hangar when you stole that. Could they even take me out while I'm flying this thing? No, but it won't stop them from trying. And let me stress, this info packet is a gift purely to prevent your ship self from falling into enemy hands and not an indication of any sort of forgiveness. Let me worry about Ipidus, Mercury. He's gonna be a lot less grumpy when I clear the way for us, and celestial mechanics can return to the native sphere. I've got it all figured out. You absolutely don't. But okay, did you read the info packet? Ace Memorial Foundation pilot, Lunaterra in hot pursuit with escorts, planned an attack on the lab, arrived after you escaped. Do not engage under any circumstances. Boring. But this part was good. I don't expect you to control your impulses, but even given that, you're just like that she is the last person you should be trying to fight on purpose. Sounds like I should definitely fight her on purpose, right? I hate you. Aw, come on, the carrier's never going to make it out of the system if I don't. You don't know how to pilot your ship, and she's a veteran since the Cold War. You're going to get yourself captured and humiliated and the ship trashed. So you're saying there's no downside? Why are you doing this to me? And she's 6'1", huh? Your attention to detail is so useful sometimes. You're using me to cruise? Your taste is so awful. I hate you. Oops, looks like one of her escorts is in range. Sorry, gotta go. Surprise is all I've got, you know. Lunaterra. I wish Europa would stop sending me boys who can't control themselves. Having fun dismantling my escorts. With a string of pearl fingers, Saturn carefully peels the mechanical masculator out of the poor ship's arm she's holding, a souvenir of the last of Lunaterra's escorts that she sent crying to easily back to their base. It's still sparkling and oozing, and Saturn wishes their ship had a mouth so she could suck it out like a crab meat. That's weird. What is going on here? They even got it pixelated in the back. Maybe it does have a mouth. The machine has many mysteries the manual doesn't explain, and Saturn is still learning them. Though I suppose Europa's learned her lesson about sending me girls who can't control themselves. Oh, really? Hey, that's really interesting. Mind telling me more? Oh, she's a hacker too? How amusing. There's nothing too interesting on this comm frequency. Aw, you flatter me. But hey, what did that mean exactly? The part about the girls who can't control themselves? I really want to hear more. It means back up that talk first. Or you can land a hit off the comms. Luna's Terra gravitational field focuses to a single point. Lunaterra isn't budging. She's been through much worse, and so has her ship, followed always by a thin trail from a bleeding wound she never could completely repair. The Mare Christium is over 2 decades old, but Saturn can't even land a hit. It's regal and stiff, dressed in cold metallics, weathered and refurbished, the archetypal prototype for the other ship's selves, still going after all these years. Still, furiously untouchable, the string of pearls hasn't gone down no matter how much she's been rammed with that sphere. But she hasn't even nicked Lunaterra's ship once. Not bad at all for a joyride, but you can't get a hit on in. Good thing you don't win by looking cool. No mercy for newbies? No. Lunaterra puts a stake of solid light through the string of pearls, like pins, to its own gauze wrapper. It doesn't hurt at all. The ship's metal begins molding and reforming around the wound immediately. A ridiculous, unfair advantage. Saturn has no right to complain, but she still wants to. But she is trying to be cool. Everyone wants to. When in the quiet gleam of that always bleeding ship. That's a pretty amazing ship. Think it will last? Either you're fighting just for fun because you're that reckless, or you're caught in your own containment wrapper and can't escape orbit. And you'd beat me for sure if I played around. I'm not done yet. That's not true. It's actually very difficult to move with a solid light bullet in your leg, but she's not going to let that stop her. Saturn is suddenly closer than she logically could be, claws bubbling, but Lunaterra effortlessly slips away and kicks Saturn's ship directly in the chest. Yeah, you're done. The containment wrapper is still stuck to you, so your movement's off. Didn't seem to have stopped you that much. Right, it was rude of them to try and stop me. Seems cruel to take it away when you're having so much fun with it. Same as you, right? Do I know you? Everyone knows Memorial Foundation's perfect days. But do I know you? So I do, don't I? Let me out of this thing and I'll tell you. Why should I? Because you can't help yourself? Besides, don't you want a real fight? Can you promise it'll go different? I can promise it'll be more fun. You're asking for me to totally abandon my duty to bring you back and do that instead. What, you won't? The legendary pilot who defected from Memorial Foundation then double-crossed the rebels she abandoned them for can't be opposed to a little fooling around with the enemy? I guess you do know me. Want to trust each other? Or is it more fun if we don't? Okay, a choice. So it's more fun if they do and Saturn gets embarrassed. It's more fun if they don't and Lunaterra gets owned. As much as I dislike Saturn's sass, and honestly kind of like Lunaterra more, we're doing this one. I'm impressed. Most people would be nervous to have a knife this near to the throat. It's not like you can hurt it, so there's nothing to be nervous about, is there? That's true. But you're so new to this. I thought your brain would be overriding the information from the ship. Maybe I'm not new to this. Oh, you were a candidate, so I think that might be true. But you're also trembling, so I think it's not completely true. I'm still very dangerous, you know, Lunaterra. I believe that for sure. You wouldn't be trembling if you were in my shoes. Less so. People tremble for a lot of reasons, though. I don't have anything to fear, so please don't project that onto me. Ah. Well, if you're fearless, what is it then? It could be an anticipation, couldn't it? This is very foolish of me. It really is. I have you right where I want you, remember? That might mean that I have you too. Your claws are twitching. I thought we promised not to trust each other. I still don't know. Then you must really like living dangerously if you're still helping me. I'm having fun. I can't tell. If you want to know so bad, that's why I didn't like you. Because you were a test pilot and never got to fly before the end of the Cold War, while idiots like me got to? Ah, I thought so. That's enough. Hold still. Everyone let you have as much fun as you wanted. You're a real huge jerk. I was jealous of that. Everyone who let me get away with it regrets it now. There. Done. Thanks! For all your hard work, I should leave you something to remember me by. Oh, ready to fight for real? I sorta already did. And Saturn has left a claw scratch of hot pink poison seeping on Mara Crucium's thigh. How's that? I finally did get a hit on you. Heh, good job. They break away, rocketing. Just a little love bite. Pay me back for it next time. Trust me, I will. Day 2. Okay, we're gonna end it here, just because there was a lot of reading, and this is obviously a heavy text-based game, which I did not realize foolishly, but that was okay. Also, I guess you have your alignments. Yep, alignments. Okay, neat. Anyways, that was Heaven Will Be Mine playing as Saturn, and I hope y'all enjoyed this gameplay. Stay tuned for next time.